Brad, tough shootout loss here, but what are all your thoughts on the game?
I think that we competed really hard. I think we had a heck of a goalie performance, but we took way too many penalties. And the penalties that we were taking, they're not preventing goals. They're 200 feet away from the net. We're trying to stick up for each other. You know, the heart's in the right place, but situationally, they're just undisciplined penalties that are killing momentum in our team, or in our offense and in our team.
Is that just the rivalry game? Maybe emotions got the better of them, or what can you attribute those kind of penalties to?
Yeah, I think it's part of the rivalry. I think it's hockey. I think it's boys just acting like boys, and that's what we're trying to make them more mature, and so they can handle their emotions a little better there. The penalties that we took, you know, they have the right idea in mind, I guess, but hockey's changed. It's not the way it used to be. So sometimes people can take hits. You got to walk away from that stuff. And when we're playing 5-on-5, we play with anyone in the league, I think. And then when we take these penalties, we're just killing momentum, and you know, then we give it up to special teams, and you know, we play into their hand.
Is it tough because you're playing Saskatoon so much here recently?
I don't think so. I think it's just another opponent for us. I think what's tough is without Whitehead, without Cole Temple. You know, I think that's what's tough. I think it makes it tough on ourselves when we take those penalties. So, you know, we're not looking to blame anybody here about those people, but we're making it harder on ourselves when we have to.
How nice is it to get this kind of performance from you and Huet? Just with Drew Sim out, you guys need a goalie to kind of step up here.
Yeah, Huey, if you really look back at his last 6 games, you look at his numbers, he's pretty much been over 900 the last 6 out of 7 games, I believe, if the math is right. But yeah, he's kind of starting to, we talked about that, getting integrated into North American style, into the smaller rink. We could always see it in practice. You know, his first couple of games, a lot of them were just goals that we see him make stops all the time. And the last couple of weeks here, you really kind of see him coming into his own and really starting to, you know, try to take that job.
You mentioned it, like 5-on-5, you feel like you compete with anybody in this league, and we've seen the CHL continuously rank the Blades in the top 10. So what's it say about your team when you see the way they compete with Saskatoon?
Well, I think that we're on the right track. I think that we got something in place here with a style and a culture which we want to push here, and it's a hard style, and it's a hard style to keep up for 68 games. But we're pushing it. We need healthy bodies. We need that competitiveness which we had in our group at the start of the year. Guys fighting for ice times, and if you weren't playing up to snuff, you were sitting out because we had that kind of depth. Right now, we don't have that kind of depth, but we're past those learning lessons. We don't need to be sitting anybody out. The standard's been set. They know what's acceptable and what's not, and we just need more of a consistent effort and just all hands on deck.
Might have a question regarding the goaltender Evan Huet. Since the beginning of this season, how are you satisfied by the performance and stuff?
Yeah, he's been excellent, guys. He's been getting better all the time. You can really see it in practice. I know the first 2 or 3 games he played, you know, wasn't what he was happy with, but a lot of times it just was. He's coming to a smaller rink, so those pucks are on top of you. Those shooters, you know, they're a lot closer than he's used to. So. Yeah, we're very happy with. He's an excellent teammate. He fits in so well, and a lot of times that's harder for those guys coming across the pond over here. You know, just fitting in with the culture and making friends and stuff like that. I think we do a pretty good job in our dressing room of making everyone acceptable. But in the end, it's tough. But he's doing a great job.
Yeah. And tonight he did a pretty much good performance in general. You have had the chance to see good saves and stuff.
Yeah, he was real good. He kept us in the game. He kept us relevant, and he was our best penalty killer tonight. And we needed him to be our best penalty killer because, like I said, we took too many penalties. And 5-on-5, I thought we defended well.
You said he's been adjusting to the smaller rink. You can see his style has also changed. Has that kind of been a bit of a transition for him as well?
Yeah, no, he's been working lots with Danny Wappel, our goaltending coach, and, you know, just making those little adjustments. But in the end, he's not the biggest guy, so he's going to have to be active. You know, sometimes he's like jumping on his tippy toes to stop the puck. But yeah, he's a workhorse out there, guys. When the puck hits him, he's always fighting for that second and third rebound. He doesn't give up. So yeah, we're very happy with performance and very happy with his game and how it's come along.
You limit them to 1 power play goal. What worked for you guys in the penalty kill?
Well, I think that we're just being organized right now. We're having real good pressure points. We're able to use, you know, 6-8 people on our penalty kill up front. So I think just we have a lot of experience with it now. A lot of guys have killed penalties for a while. Maybe we'd say we got too many penalty killers, not enough power play guys. But yeah, I think as a unit we defend well, we pressure well together, and you have to do that on Saskatoon because they're really good and they're able to pick you apart if you're disjointed.
It's a little little more distance between the back-to-back, but you expect now you got 2 games against Brandon. You expecting something similar with back-to-back matchups this weekend?
For us, I think that's one thing we keep on talking about. Like hockey's an emotional sport, and but we have to be able to be more mature about it and emotionally more mature. I think that, like I said, the penalties we've taken, I commend the guys' thought process, and they're trying to stick up for their teammates, but it's just the wrong time and wrong place, and it's 200 feet away from our net, and it has nothing to do with the game. The guys, all right, we got to just pick our spots better because it's putting us down too much right now.
Well, even just your thoughts on the game, obviously not the result you guys wanted, but overall.
I think we should be satisfied with it. It's 1 point. Saskatoon's a great team, and even though we could have gotten a win, 1 point's not bad. We battle hard, and that's what we'll take from the game.
As a goaltender, early in the game, do you kind of realize you might be in a zone, or what's because you made some great saves out there tonight?
Personally, I kind of take it 1 shot at a time. That's how I kind of get through it. Just don't think, just make saves, and yeah, that's pretty much 1 save at a time.
Just your thoughts on the Saskatoon Regina rivalry. Obviously, you guys beat them earlier in the year, but they've won the last couple here.
Yeah, we know it's always a tough game. They're a really good team. They play fast. They like to play on the rush, and I think we've did a great job so far against them, and we can be proud of us.
Coach talked about you adjusting to the North American style rink and everything. Do you feel like there has been some adjustments and you've learned a little bit to play in this kind of rink?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I first got here, a couple struggles, but I think I kind of found my footing. And thanks to the goalie coach and even Calton Pine, he's helped me. Just watching him play is, it's always a great help. So that's good.
Your style visually has changed. I can tell just watching you. How big of an adjustment has it been?
I think it's details to this point. It's not like the width of my butterfly, width of my legs in general. Trying to stay on my feet as long as possible. I think it's really important here in North America, and yeah, it's just details, and I'm happy that you think I changed.
Was it an advantage for you to get into the game on Sunday and get in relief for Pine ahead of tonight's game?
Sorry?
Was it an advantage for you to get into Sunday's game against the Blades ahead of tonight's game to get some action for them before tonight's game?
Yeah. It's obviously kind of kept my rhythm going after Brandon's game. It keeps you going, so it was good, but today was a totally different game, so
As a goalie during the regular season, do you like facing the same team twice in the same week?
oh yeah, especially when you lose against them. You wanna win the next game, so it's always good to play them.
Has it been tough switching back and forth starts with Pine?
No, I think it fit the team real well, and I think we were both happy with it.
In your eyes, was the amount of penalties that you guys took tonight, was that a problem? Kind of put you behind the 8 ball a little bit?
Obviously, taking penalties is never good, but yeah, we took maybe a little too many penalties, but we overcame it, and that's the important thing. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on penalties, that's for sure.
Your coach said that tonight you were the best player on the Pats power, or penalty kill rather. So what does it feel like when you hear that?
Oh, it feels good. I think as a goalie, you want to have the, confidence that your coaches and the team feels confident having you in the net, and no, it feels good.
Commentaire en français rapidement pour le match de ce soir. Comment as-tu trouvé ta performance?
C'était bien. Je trouve que c'est une performance d'équipe plus que personnelle, mais non, je pense que on a beaucoup de positifs à en tirer. Et voilà.
Et puis, juste savoir un peu, c'est sûr que ça a été beaucoup pénétré ce soir. En quoi ça peut avoir quand même compliqué ton travail?
Je pense que ça a compliqué le travail de l'équipe en général. C'était des pénalités comme ça. C'est sur un match où il y a un 0, où on perd un but, c'est pas ce qu'on cherche. Et donc Donc c'est clair que c'était un bel effort d'équipe de passer toutes ces pénalités. Donc non, on peut être content puis essayer de pas reproduire ça.
Merci.
Pas de souci.